Hey guys, this is Gabriel Lorenzi, creator of the Grupo Dicas, the largest travel blogging network in the world, and today we're going to talk about renting a car in Santa Catarina, especially in Balneário. Many people rent a car to travel to Balneário, to go to Beto Carreiro World, which is up there, to go to Floripa, which is 1.5 hours away. Many people rent a car. It's the #1 form of transportation chosen by tourists going to the seaside resorts in Santa Catarina. So we'll quickly explain here how to rent a car, how to save a lot, where to find the best prices, which are the best rental companies, and all the informations you may need. So guys, don't forget to give us a like, subscribe to the channel because that really helps us a lot, and buckle up. Well, car rental is very common for those traveling to Santa Catarina, to Balneário, so we're gonna give you all the tips you need to rent a car. It's very simple, right? First warning, it's much easier than people think, it's cheaper than people think, and it's the main way of getting around there. Why is it so important to rent a car there? Because you have to. You go to Balneário, the beaches you go to, you have to go with the car. If you want to go to Floripa, it's an hour and a half drives away. It's close to Beto Carreiro World, the most visited park in South America, the biggest in America. It's up there, so you can get there in an hour and 15 minutes by car. If you don't have a car, you will have to use Uber, a cab, or a transfer, and the price will be much higher, and you don't have the flexibility to move around whenever you want or don't want. So renting a car is the best option for getting around in Santa Catarina. So the first tip is the most important of all, okay guys, the one that will save you a lot on car rental is don't go looking directly at the car rental companies first, okay? There's a very good tip that we've learned over the last few years, which is, I'm going to leave a link down here in the description of the video and in the first comment attached to a website that's a car rental comparator. It's the biggest in the world. It's a very good company. What does it do? You go to the website and type in Navegantes. If it's the airport you're arriving at in Navegantes or Floripa, anywhere in the world, in Brazil, they have it. So you put in there, put in the data you want and search. It searches in 10 seconds in all car rental companies available in that place. So for example, Navegantes Airport, it will search through the 8-10 car rental companies there and find the cheapest prices among them all. And the golden tip that it finds the cheapest price then at the rental companies itself. If you look there, Movida is offering a car for $81 for a 5-day trip. You go to Movida and do the search, you see that's going to be more expensive. It's because they're so big, they have very strong negotiating power with the rental companies, so they fight over the price to compete with each other and try to get more bookings. So use this website. We've been using it for many years and we're saving a lot on car rental. Car rental is super simple. You just need to have a credit card to be able to make the reservation on the spot. And guys, do it beforehand, never leave it until you get there. When I get to the airport, I'll go to the rental company and rent a car. No, don't do that, because it's usually almost double the price. It's much more expensive, and sometimes there isn't a model you want. You'll be wasting your time on your trip. Do it beforehand, and you see that it really is much cheaper. You will get there already, pick up the car, and you can enjoy your trip without problems. Which are the best rental companies? We always prefer to focus on the bigger ones, right? There are a few smaller ones out there that aren't as well known and they charge lower prices to compete with the big ones, but I always like the big ones, okay? Movida, National, Alamo, Thrifty, Avis, Budget are very well known, very big companies that we rarely hear anyone having a problem with. The great thing about this comparison website is that when you look at the options, you will see a rating next to the name of the rental company. So do a comparison. There are some with 9.5, which is an excellent rating. You can see it, put the filters on, but try to avoid those that have a slightly lower rating than the others because you can have problems. We advise you to rent at the airport, guys. The airport you arrive at because you already save on the journey to your hotel and you already pick up the car. If you go to your hotel, you will have to pay for a transfer from Navegantes Airport to Balneário. It costs $49 for a transfer for up to 4 people. $49 is almost half the price of renting a car for a 5-day trip. So you can save money and do everything, so you don't have to go to the hotel and then to a car rental company. All the main airports have several car rental companies available, so you just choose yours and go. One thing you also have to take into account, guys, in order to explain everything about renting a car is parking. You will have to spend a bit on parking, but all the tourist attractions in Santa Catarina have well-marked parking lots. We found it quite easy, but you always have to pay $3 here and $4 there. That's the price you pay for having a car, but even so, in the end, we found it much more advantageous than a cab, Uber, or any other means of transportation you have there. And guys, any questions you may have, just let me know and I'll try to answer them, okay? I like to help. It's taking a while because it's accumulated a lot, but I like it. You can send it. It's even easier. Add me on Instagram at @PaiLorenzi. Send me a direct and I'll try to help. And take the opportunity to follow us because we're always traveling around the world, showing you cool travel tips. And now for the routine with our little ones, we're a blast. If you can help, take a look at our new channel, Família Lorenzi. We show our day-to-day life here in Orlando because we live in Orlando, in the United States. We live near Disney. We show our trips to the parks, the price of things here in the United States, the girls, adjustment to American school, what life is like here in the United States. It's a really cool experience. So if you can subscribe, follow along, I think you're gonna love the content. Another thing, car rental will depend a lot on the time of the year, okay? If you go in the summer, it's the hottest time, it's high season, it's going to be more expensive. If you go in the winter, it will be much cheaper. In the fall and spring, it will be in the middle. So do some research. You see, we did some research just to give you an idea of how cheap it is. We ended up putting it in March, which is mid-season, not high or low, a middle ground. It costs $82 here for a 5-day trip, a simple car, the HB20, for a nicer SUV for $143, a nice SUV for a 5-day trip. So there's plenty of choice. Do some research. That's the average price. It ends up being more or less than $20 a day. An economical car, and you split it between everyone. If you're in 4 people, you split it between 4. Parking, gas, the car rental. The more people you have with you, the cheaper the car rental will be. And guys, regardless of whether you're renting a car or not, one tip is to make sure you're located in the best part of Balneário. In Balneário, our recommendation is always to stay in the middle of the beach, in the center, which is the best location. You can see that all the tourist attractions are around it. I'll leave the map here for you to understand. These hotels are the best located. Try to get as close to the beach as possible. Of course, the price will go up a little, but you can find plenty of options. There's a very nice personalized map we made. I'll leave it here in the description of the video in the first comment. It shows the good hotels. We've set it to show hotels with a guest rating above 8. Nice hotels, cheap ones, expensive ones. There's something for everyone. There are also apartments for rent. It's the biggest accommodation website in the world. I'm sure you're familiar with. We managed to create a personalized link for everything you need, but try to be in the middle, a little to the south of the central beach. I like it the one we stayed. Everything is going to be in the description of the video, guys. It was very good value for money compared to the others, and it's an incredible hotel. Breakfast included, the beds, clean room, everything. I'll leave it, as everyone always asks, I'll leave the link down here for you to see this hotel, and then you can put in the date of your trip to see if it's available, see how much it is in the date of your trip. If it's not available, if it's expensive, if it's cheap, you can use the same link to look for other hotels, to see other nice hotels there, but try to use this search engine that I always use, and we get the good prices. It's the best tool for getting a hotel, guys, but try to stay along the waterfront. It will make it easier, and you will save a lot of time from one tourist attraction to the next. Everything is going to be in the video description. It's amazing, guys, amazing hotels, but if for some reason you don't like it, you can find many others. And that's it, guys. I hope you liked the video. If you like it, please don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to the channel because it really helps us a lot. And don't forget to check out the other videos, which are very good. I'm going to highlight the one on how to travel cheaply to Balneário, and below the playlist with all other videos for you to watch. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much and have nice trips.